right. Well, I thought I'd jump in and make a quick tutorial on how to use the Shattered Empire character creator for you guys. Give you a little breakdown of how to use it and show you how powerful a tool it can be. So we'll just go into create character here. And let's just make any old guy. We'll just call him any guy. What a great name. In this front page, you can just kind of put all of your character backstory kind of stuff: age, gender, height, weight, occupation, alignment. All this stuff is optional. You can choose your deity here. It has a nice little drop down of every god and goddess in the game. Place to put your description and your name, of course. On the side here, this is where you would load characters that you've already created and saved. There's 3 quick save slots, and then I'll show you later on how you can have unlimited save slots. You are locked to a level 1 character. When you first come into the character creator, you have to create a level 1 character and save it before you're able to level it up to level 2 and beyond. So we won't go do too much here. We'll just kind of randomize some stuff. Apparently any guy serves Ix, and he's just some dude. So he's a male. He's between the ages of 3 and 60, apparently. In the race screen, gives you a nice overview of everything all at once that different races have, as far as feats and senses and languages and all that kind of stuff. Languages and feats, racial feats, are locked at first because they require attribute prerequisites, so we haven't done our attributes yet. So as soon as we do, this stuff will start unlocking on this screen, and you can just kind of jump through and pick whatever race you want. I think we'll go half-orc here for funsies. Shows what your powers are. Normal vision and blood scent 25 are his senses. Gets 50% bleeding resistance for orcs. Here's your racial skills. And let's go ahead. We'll do origin. We'll do it in order. And now there's a list of all the origins. When you click on one, it gives you a description of what it is, including the homelands, if racial homelands of anyone there, the predominant race living there, and the secondary race living there. But any race can be from any origin, so you don't have to feel completely locked in. This just gives you an overview of what the most common races are. As you can see, as you click around, it gives you an overview of everyone. So, well, he'll be a Badlander. And now, when you're in the attribute screen, you can choose between the 3 styles that are available to you, which is low risk random, high risk random, and fully manual. Just for fun, let's jump in and do, well, I'll show you all. How about that? So we'll click on low risk random and continue. It shows you here what each of these are if you click on it. Shows you how you'll receive 15 sets of 1d4 plus 2 results. These results will be assigned in order to your 12 attributes. And then you also get 3 extra sets to change in. Shows you what the average roll result would be with this system. The range, which is 3.3 to 6, and then the total attribute points you'll receive, which is anywhere between 36 and 72, depending on how well you roll. With high risk random, average roll result still 4.5, but your range is from 1 to 8, and your total point range is from 12 to 96. With fully manual, you just get a straight 50 points. You can assign them however you want. So that's not quite it. You get potentially less, but you get full control over how you assign them. For now, we'll just do low risk manual. So it goes ahead and rolls all those for us, which is nice because it shows you what the die and the bonus is automatically when you do that. You can switch out 3 other sets if you like. Got a 5 and a 6 there, which is pretty nice. So this guy actually rolled really, really well. I only have 1 3, and everything else is 4s and 5s and 6s. Lots of 6s. We'll go ahead and switch out that agility. this guy's going to be super powerful. We have him a 6 in agility. And we have a 5 we can upgrade a 4 with. Let's do awareness. So this guy, oh man, I want to keep this character. Like, his lowest die is a 1d4, which is fantastic. And lots of 6s in there. Insane. Okay, anyway, I'll stop nerding out over this character that is not actually going to be anything. Now that we have our attributes established, you can see back on the race screen, it has filled in our feats because we met the prerequisites for all of them. And as our intelligence is at a 4, we have unlocked up to 4 intelligence languages. If we had a 7 or a 10, we would get a 5th or 6th language, or a 4th or 5th language. So we have Orcish, Common, and then for having 4 intelligence with Orc, half Orc, you get to choose any language you want as your 3rd language. Moving on to skills. These are all of the racial skills that an Orc has. And you can see I've got our 8 points remaining. You get 15 racial points, but there's 1 in each because you have to put at least 1 in each. So that's why it just says 8 remaining there. He'll be more of a martial guy, so we'll give him 3 athletics. He has lots of weapon and armor schools. We'll make him a leader on the battlefield. Make sure he has some good other types of things. We're gonna go ahead and say that he no, why not? We'll kind of just balance out some of this stuff. So that's our racial skills. Now we can choose any skills we want for our free skills. I'm gonna say he's got some search. Give him 2 points of that. Maybe he's got a couple crafting schools he wants to do. And we'll say that this Orc also is a battle priest, so let's give him some religion. Give him 2 points in religion. So, that's our skills. As you can see, based on what our skills are and meeting the prerequisites, in our classes tab, we have places where we can assign those now. So, because we have crafting, we have 1 crafting school available. Because we have 2 religion, we have 2 religion schools available, divine schools available. And because we put 3 into athletics, we have 3 physical schools available. So now I can assign my 10 class points. We'll go armor shields. He's going to be at least medium armor, and we'll put a 3rd one in there so he can get light shields as well to start off. He is going to be an axe kind of guy, so we'll give him a couple points into axes and cleavers. And as a backup, we'll say he has, thrown weapons for him. Give him just a point into that for now. He's a battle priest, so he's going to be controlling the battlefield. We'll give him a couple blessing and smiting. Give him 1 smiting. Actually, let's do this. We'll just do 1 axis cleaver for now because I want to give him a leadership point. And he wanted to have 1 crafting school, so we'll make him siegecraft. That sounds fun. All right, now we go into our Derive tab. And as you can see, we already have our hit points are already raised by the minimum amount they could be raised based on our con and stamina score. So we're getting +2 to each of those already. And it's also, note, minimum possible rolls are already calculated. Only greater rolls will raise HP and SP. So it's already assuming that you rolled at least a 2 or above for this, which is, for the calculation of HP and SP, the base is 5, plus your Constitution or Stamina bonuses, plus a roll from a Constitution or Stamina. So that's, right now it's saying 5 + 2 + 2, because that's the minimum you could roll. But we can try to roll higher than a 2, and we have rolled a 5, so that HP goes up. Nice, we're only rolling a 1d4 for our SP. I thought we had a d6 for us. I guess not, it's a d4. And we rolled better on that as well, so we're at pretty good starting stats there. Our initiative's +4, which is great. 30 feet of movement. We already have 7 AP, which I think is really high for a level 1 character, but that's awesome. And that, of course, is because we have +2 to agility and +2 to speed. Our initiative, on the other hand, is coming from +2 to speed and +2 to awareness. And then here's our defense dice. So we've got a D4 for melee, a D6 for ranged, and a D6 for mental. So that's our character. I mean, just like that. It, took me apparently. Let's see. Recording time 10 minutes. So 10 minutes to make a full character, as opposed to 2 or 3 hours on paper. And it's just really nice to be able to have all that kind of stuff calculated for you, and to know without having to look what your class points available are, so you're not trying to put in some fire spells when you never actually put in the prerequisite of a lore. As you can see, let's see, we'll do this. I'll change this to lore. So now we have +1 lore. So that crafting went away, so we no longer have an option to do a crafting school. But now we have an elemental school available to us, so we can make him a little bit of a fire mage as well. So saving, you can use any of the quick slots here, and it will overwrite what's in there. Some people I've made here named Biggie, Squeep, and Dugon. Anyway. But you can also have unlimited, deep storage here. So by typing in the name of the slot you want, we're just calling this guy any guy. Well, it is. Let's do it the way that I had it on the front here. Okay, just like that. It is case sensitive, so. And I can now save this, and that's stored on my computer forever. I didn't have to override any of my quick slots, and if I want to bring him back up, I just type in any guy here on the custom and hit load, and that brings up our character. There he is. He's just some dude. He's a Badlander. All this. So, let's return to the main menu. Yes, I know my save changes will be lost. So I want to jump in and show you what it happens when you use other things in the attribute. So high risk random. Let's try high risk random this time. And now we're getting between 1 and 8 on our rolls. So we do have a couple of 8s, which is awesome. But we also got a couple of 1s. So now we have a little bit more of a dramatic character where we have some really good things you're good at, and some things that you really need to kind of mitigate in play. Awareness and agility being a 1 is terrible, and I am going to right away say that agility will be the one that we switch here. In the high-risk random, you're able to swap 2 of your scores after you've rolled them randomly. So we will do that. We will say that, I don't know. Let's say he's not actually all that strong, so we'll swap out strength for agility here. So I can click on the first one to say I'm swapping out strength, and then the one I want to switch it with is agility. And now we have 6 in agility and 1 strength. We can finalize that. This should probably, yeah. So now you can see, because of our attributes are different, we didn't hit the prerequisites for some of these feats. So like the Dex 4 and Strength 4, we don't have access to those feats right now. However, our intelligence went up, so now we have a 4th language we can choose, either Giant or Goblin. So we don't need to save that. Let's jump in the last time to show you fully manual. And in this mode, you get your 50 points, and you can assign them however you want. And this is a really nice way to play around with your build to see how putting points into things affects your skills and your die and your bonuses. So I can see I'm at a 1d2 with my agility right now. If I just put in 2 points, I'm at 1d4, and now I'm getting a +1 bonus. So you can really kind of get in a little deeper. I need con 5 for this on that. So all right, we'll get that con up to 5, and now we've unlocked the hill core. And you can see, like, I've got 4 AP, -2 to initiative right now, so we need to get that speed up a little bit. And awareness will help initiative, and 1 more to agility, and now we've got 6 AP and +1 to initiative. So that's basically it. It's a very powerful tool for playing around with your character builds very quickly. You can save multiple versions of them, essentially infinitely with the custom slot. And it kind of does a lot of the calculations and establishes some of the prerequisite rules for you, so you don't have to think about it too hard. Unfortunately, there is no way to print off of this. That requires something that Unity does not natively have, and the cheapest system of coding I could implement into this was like $150. So maybe someday I will be a good enough coder to figure out how to send information from a Unity game to a printer. You'd think it would be easy, but apparently it absolutely isn't, and it has to be like converted into a different, I don't know, binary language or some shit. So anyway, that's it. Peace out.